Hello dear students, today we are going to start History, Chapter 2, Socialism in Europe and the Russian Revolution, Part 5. Students, in this part we will cover Introduction, April Thesis, October Revolution, main events and effects of the October Revolution, what changed after October, the Civil War. The October Revolution 1917. Students, before starting this, let us recall the previous contents we discussed in previous parts so that it will be easy for you to understand the further contents. Let us discuss what we have seen in the previous part. Students, in previous part we discussed about the revolution of 1905. That was a dress rehearsal for 1970. In that we have seen one incident, that was the incident of Bloody Sunday. Students, revolution of 1905 was materialized after the incident of Bloody Sunday, in which a mass of peaceful workers with their wives and children marched to Winter Palace and were attacked and killed by Tsar's soldiers. With the result, Duma, a representative body, was formed and accepted by the Tsar. Students, the revolution had given an inspiration to the leaders to form workers' organization and protest against Tsar, his policies of participation in the war, not looking at food shortages and other problems of the people. Students, though the revolution of 1905 failed to achieve its objective, it proved to be a dress rehearsal for the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917. During the period of revolution, a new form of workers' organization called the Soviet, that was the Council of Workers Representative, came into being. So, no doubt, these Soviets played a significant role in bringing about the Bolshevik Revolution of 1917. They played a vital role in the revolution. Then we have seen the effects of war. There was a great loss to Russia because of First World War. A famine-like situation arose throughout the country and there was an actual shortages of food, bread and flour became source for the people in the cities. It became scarce for the people in the cities. There was lack of food. Riots at bread shops became common by the winter of 1916. The government made no efforts to control or improve the situation and remained completely unmindful of the conditions of soldiers on war front. Because of these reasons, the revolution started by the people, by the workers. Students, the revolution was accomplished into two stages. First stage was February Revolution and the second stage was October Revolution, which is also known as Bolshevik Revolution. We discussed in previous part about the February Revolution. In that we have seen, because of food shortages, the workers, they crossed River Neva. They went to fashionable area where Winter Palace and official buildings were there. These were the places where the Duma met. On February 22nd, a lockout took place at factory on the right bank. The workers, along with women, they reached to the next, that was on the next bank of River Neva, that was fashionable area. However, they demonstrated in the area again on 24th and 25th. Consequently, the government called out the cavalry and police to maintain law and order. Before this, the curfew was imposed there. Students, this incident, as a result, king was abdicated on 2nd March. Duma was also dissolved. So this incident abdicated the king. So students, in this way the February Revolution became the reason for the fall of the Tsars. The fall of the Tsar came to be known as the February Revolution because according to the old Russian calendar, it took place on 27 February 1917. After this, the second stage started, that was October Revolution. Students, Vladimir Lenin was the most prominent leader of this revolution. He declared that workers' government could give the people peace, bread, and full freedom. He put forward his three demands, which came to be popularly known as April Thesis. Students, at the time of February Revolution, Lenin was in exile in Switzerland. He returned to Russia in April 1917. After that, he made three demands. Those demands were the war to be brought to an end, land to be transferred to the peasants, banks be nationalized. Students, the war to be brought to an end because Russia should withdraw itself from the war. Land to be transferred to the peasants, thus feudalism to be banned, banks be nationalized. So these three demands were the demands of Lenin. He wanted to get these things in the country for the people. Second stage, October Revolution, Bolshevik Revolution. Students, the next stage was October Revolution. In this, the provisional government in the beginning under Lvov, afterwards Kerensky became, could not succeed in sort out the problems of the country. Hence, on November 7, 1917, there broke out a second revolution in Russia which is known as the Bolshevik Revolution. It is popularly called the October Revolution because according to the old Russian calendar, it began on October 25, 1917. Students, let us see which incidents had taken place in this. The workers' movement started spreading throughout the summer. The number of factory committees, trade unions, and soldiers' committees increased significantly. Around 500 Soviets sent representatives in All Russian Congress of Soviets in June 1917. The provisional government was apprehensive at the growing influence of the Bolsheviks. It followed a hard policy towards the Bolsheviks. However, the provisional government could not restrain the growing popularity of Bolshevik party. The fourfold program of this party was land to the tiller, food to the hungry, power to the Soviets, and alliance with Germany. These things they wanted to fulfill. The party advanced the slogan "All Power" to the Soviets. Bolsheviks were the only party at that time which stressed that in the absence of non-Russian people enjoying equal rights, the establishment of a genuine democracy was out of question. On 7 November 1917, the regiments of Bolshevik volunteers forcibly occupied all the government buildings and offices of Petrograd. The members of the provisional government were put behind the bars and its headquarters, the Winter Palace. The Winter Palace was captured by the revolutionaries. An all-Russian Congress of Soviets met on the same day and took over full political power. This revolution was accomplished without shedding even a single drop of blood. So, in this way, the incident of, we can say, the revolution of October 1917 took place. Let us recall the main points of this. A conflict grew between the provisional government and the Bolsheviks as Lenin feared that the provisional government may set up dictatorship. On 16 October 1917, Lenin persuaded them to accept socialist power and appointed a military revolutionary committee under Leon Trotsky to organize the seizure. The uprising began on 24 October and Kerensky, the prime minister, left the city to call troops. In a swift response, the military revolutionary committee ordered its supporters to seize government offices and arrest ministers. By nightfall, the city was under the committee's control and the ministers had surrendered. Uprisings took place in other cities. There was heavy fighting, but by December the Bolsheviks controlled the Moscow-Petrograd area. So these were the points related to October Revolution. Now we will see the main events and effects once we will recall. On 16th October, formation of Military Revolutionary Committee took place. 24th October, pro-government troops called in to deal with situation. Military Revolutionary Committee controls the city by night and ministers surrender. The Bolsheviks take control of the power. In this way, the incident took place. Let us see the effects. The leader of the October Revolution was Lenin and his subordinates. This event gave way for complete control of the Bolsheviks over Russia and the beginning of a single party rule. Trotsky had involved the masses who supported these leaders. It marked the beginning of Lenin's rule over the Soviets, with the Bolsheviks under his guidance. So in this way, this revolution had given way for the Bolshevik power, and the control came in the hands of Bolsheviks. What changed after October? Students, the main changes brought by the Bolsheviks after the October Revolution. The Bolsheviks were not in favor of any private property. Therefore, all the industries and banks were nationalized. As land was declared social property, the peasants were allowed to take over the land on which they worked. In cities, the large houses were partitioned according to the family requirements. There was ban in using old titles like aristocracy. New uniforms were introduced in the army and officials by the Bolsheviks to assert the change. The Bolshevik Party was renamed as the Russian Communist Party. Russia became a one-party state and trade unions kept under party control. For the first time, they introduced a centralized planning on the basis of which 5-year plans were made. So, students, in this way, the changes were brought by the Bolsheviks after October Revolution. Let us once recall the Bolsheviks were totally opposed to private property. Most industries and banks were nationalized in November 1917. This meant that the government took over ownership and management. Land was declared social property and peasants were allowed to seize the land of the nobility. In cities, Bolsheviks enforced the partition of large houses according to the family requirements as people were facing the problem of housing. They banned the use to the old titles of aristocracy. To assert the change, a new uniform were designed for the army and officials. Following a clothing competition organized in 1918, when the Soviet hat Budenvodka was chosen, a new type of cap was chosen for the soldiers, that was Soviet hat. So in this way many changes had taken place after the October Revolution. Students, some other changes had also taken place. The Bolshevik Party was renamed the Russian Communist Party. In November 1917, the Bolsheviks conducted the elections to the Constituent Assembly, but they failed to gain majority support. In January 1918, the Assembly rejected Bolshevik measures and Lenin dismissed the assembly. He thought the All-Russian Congress of Soviets were more democratic than an assembly elected in uncertain conditions. In March 1918, despite opposition by their political allies, in March 1918, the Bolsheviks made peace with Germany at Brest-Litovsk. In the years that followed, the Bolsheviks became the only party to participate in the elections to the All-Russian Congress of Soviets, which became the parliament of the country. Russia became a one-party state. Trade unions were kept under party control. The secret police, that was called Cheka first, later OGPU and NKVD were formed. They punished those who criticized the Bolsheviks. Many young writers and artists rallied to the party because it stood for socialism and for change. After October 1917, this led to experiments in the arts and architecture, but many became disillusioned because of the censorship the party encouraged. Many were not able to express their views because of the censorship. So students, these changes had taken place after the October Revolution. The Civil War. Students, the Bolshevik Revolution was followed by a period of civil war in Russia. With Bolshevik decision of land redistribution, the Soviet army started breaking up. Soldiers who were mostly farmers wanted to go home. They began to desert the army. As has already been stated, non-Bolshevik socialists, liberals and supporters of autocracy as well were not in favor of the Bolshevik uprising. They gathered strength in South Russia and organized troops to fight the Bolshevik, popularly known as the Reds. We should know that socialist revolutionaries were known as the Greens and the pro-Tsarists as the Whites. The French, American, British and Japanese troops who were worried at the growth of socialism in Russia extended their supports to them. Thus, they came to control most of the Russian Empire during the period 1918 to 1919. As a result, the civil war, looting, banditry, the famine-like conditions became the order of the day and the masses had to undergo a number of sufferings. So, students, a civil war started. It was between the Reds and Whites. Among the Whites, many were staunch supporters of private property. They dealt with peasants who had seized land with the hard measures, but such actions resulted in the loss of popularity of the non-Bolsheviks. However, by June 1920, both the civil war and the foreign intervention came to an end. Most of the former Russian Empire came under control of the Bolsheviks. Students, as civil war is a war between the two groups in the same country. So, within Russia, the two groups, mainly Reds and Whites, they were fighting. We should keep in mind that the Bolshevik emerged victorious in the civil war because of the cooperation extended by non-Russian nationalities and Muslim jihadists. But cooperation could not work in the areas where Russian colonists had themselves turned Bolshevik. For example, in Khyber in Central Asia, local nationalities were mercilessly done to death by Bolshevik colonists on the pretext of defending socialism. So, students, as a result of the Bolshevik Revolution, autocratic monarchy came to an end in Russia. And socialist rule was established under the leadership of Lenin. So, students, in this way we have seen, let us recall, after the land distribution order by the Bolsheviks, the Russian army began to break up. Most of the soldiers had come from farming background and hence wanted to go home for the redistribution of land. Non-Bolshevik socialists, liberals and supporters of autocracy protested the Bolshevik uprising. Their leaders moved to South Russia and organized troops to fight the Bolsheviks, the Reds. The Green Socialist Revolutionaries and Whites controlled most of the Russian Empire during 1918 and 1919. They were backed by French, America, British and Japanese troops. These forces were worried that growth of socialism in Russia, a civil war ensured between these forces and the Bolsheviks. So one side was Whites and Greens and on the next side was Reds, those were Bolsheviks. So in this way the civil war took place in Russia. Now, after the explanation, let us see your understanding. For that, some questions are here. Which events led to the October Revolution? State any three measures taken by provisional government to suppress the Bolshevik influence. What changes were brought by Bolsheviks immediately after the October Revolution? What were the causes of the war between the Bolsheviks, the spelling is A should not be here, Bolsheviks and the Russian army of the non-Bolshevik socialists? So students, these are some questions. I hope easily you can solve these questions and check your understanding. Thank you.